All right, guys, we talked to Eddie a couple of days ago. It was a Zoom conference call. Actually, he was on his way to the airport. So the connection was not the greatest. Anyways, we got some great content. Check it out. And yeah, let me know what you think. Comment below. Nice, nice, man. Nice. So, yeah, you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, man. Hey, so Eddie, man, tell us about yourself. What do you do?
All right. So basically, what I do is I help entrepreneurs and businesses reach the audiences that matter most to them,
Okay.
increasing their social reach that ultimately makes their ROI increase as well.
Yeah.
A lot of businesses and entrepreneurs aren't exactly sure how to monetize using social media or online. They might be doing well in brick and mortar, or they may have been a really good salesperson or marketer at a traditional job, but they're not translating that into the virtual world. So I bridge that gap and I give them the processes, systems, and tools necessary, the mindset necessary to be successful both online and through social media.
Got it. Got it.
Everybody wants influence, affluence, and wealth, right? And so I
Yeah.
help them get there.
So we worked together here, I think, a couple of months ago, and your service was great and definitely helped us out, man. So appreciate that, and going forward, we'll use you more and more.
I appreciate that.
No problem, man. So what was your biggest, like, why did you leave what you were doing to come over and become an entrepreneur?
I've wanted to be an entrepreneur ever since I've seen Pretty Woman and watching Richard Gere. Watching Richard Gere try to like buy companies and stuff, and I said I want to do that. It's so badass. Excuse my language, but I
Yeah.
was just like,
That's all good.
yeah, I want to do that. And so I was probably like 7, 8 back then.
Yeah.
Then I realized that that you could do that. You could be a business person because I grew up really poor.
Yeah.
Well, life happens, and everyone tells you like have a reality check, and it was a hard pill for me to swallow to like go get a college degree and like settle.
Yeah.
And so I had basically been going through the motions from 2011 when I stopped my original business until, which was a promotional printing business that I started in college, to 2017 when I quit my job at Clear Channel for iHeartMedia. If I'm going to work this hard, I'm going to do it for myself.
Nice. You know what?
That was it.
You're going. I'm actually doing the same thing where I would say probably 2020, if not sooner. I'm gonna start acquiring businesses and and doing whatever, building it back up, or finding what's wrong with it, fixing it, and then making it back to profitability, and going from there. My intention is never to sell. My intention is to do what Buffett did, just start buying and holding and growing. So I like that. So we'll communicate more here, man, in the future.
Familiar with Carl? Are you familiar with Carl Icahn?
So yeah, yes I am.
He is kind of like one of that's like one of my like he might not be like the most popular dude, but like that's like one of my like role models. Like not role models, but like when I talk about like it went from Richard Gere to I was like, all right, well, who does this in real life? And like he was one of the first people that I
Oh,
found that does it in real life.
yeah.
You know,
Sure,
so
man.
one of the things he does is like he'll buy shares
Yeah.
and get majority control over a company like pharmaceutical companies and stuff, and then he'll take over their board and put like 3 of his people on, and then he'll just walk out and let his people that he puts in place handle the company, build it up, and then sell it.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, no. Carl Icahn is a great guy to follow for sure. A lot of hostile takeovers. So you've been in business just 1 year, man. My next question was, what have you done? What have you been doing differently 5 years ago compared to today? But hey, a lot of things, I guess, for you.
Yeah, 5 years ago I was selling cars.
Yeah.
I had just walked out of my first business, which was
Yeah.
a promotional printing business with my friend from college. And we
Yeah.
were doing custom screen printing, banners, window cling, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
vinyl decals. And I walked out of that because I just wasn't happy with that kind of business either. The way that weed went, it just wasn't the direction I wanted to go. So I was selling cars 5 years ago, and it's kind of like entrepreneurship, but it's not, right? And so
Good for sale. It's great.
what I'm doing differently.
I said it's great for sales. It's like awesome learning from that side. Car sales.
Oh yeah, like nobody wants to buy a car, but everybody wants to buy a car.
Yeah.
And so it taught me to become comfortable asking top dollar for things.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing, like I was still like interested in this like self-development, personal growth type mindset. I had a website back then that I would post like the same kind of like deep thinking motivational content that I post now and I talk about on my videos. But I wasn't making any money. I was helping people with their businesses for free, pro bono, without even realizing that being a business coach was an actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so my friend would always say, like, you need to get paid for this. And I'd be like, I don't know how. And he would like give me examples of people. I'd be like, I didn't like social media. So I was like, I don't know. Then, last year I realized that this is a real thing. So
I was taking the train into work this morning, and I started reading Crushing It just a couple of days.
Yeah.
And I started reading a few of the people that actually read Crush It and actually changed their life around. And like a lot of stories like yours, right? I got like 15 years on you, man. So when I started internet, and well, it was around, but it wasn't, this 2.0 thing where it's like has just taken off, right? So, I'm happy that it's here, and I got another half my business career to really, take it off, man. So it's great. But reading all this stuff and hearing you, and there's like millions of kids out there just waiting for this.
Yeah, and it's inspiring. You said you have 15 years on me, but like you would never guess because you're so hungry, you're so thirsty, and you're not using that 15 years as a crutch. You're like, all right, I've got the second half of my career to crush it, and like it's beautiful. So many people use that as an excuse, like, oh, I'm too old.
Yeah.
And I would never have guessed you have 15 years on me.
And yeah, there's no excuses in business, man. I got excuses in a lot of other things, man, but not business. So Eddie, what's your biggest why, man? What drives you every morning?
Obviously, my daughter, I was still really passionate about this, right?
Yeah.
So besides wanting to provide the best life possible for her, it's to not have people struggle the way that I struggled, right? I was working a full-time job, making $65,000 a year plus, doing good in life, and still struggling week by week, not only mentally and emotionally, but financially.
Yeah.
Not living the life that I desired, not going on vacations, couldn't even think about traveling. I'm traveling to the UK today for the third time since January. I would never be able to live this lifestyle, let alone like explore the relationship that I'm in or anything without taking that leap and becoming my own boss. So I want to free, as many people from the 9-to-5 slavery as I can. And so I put a number on it for this year, that's 50, but realistically, like the goal is to free as many as I can.
50 people.
That's this year's goal. Yeah.
I like that, man. I actually like that. That's awesome. Hey, any closing remarks that you can give to these entrepreneurs, the young ones starting up, or maybe at a job like you were a year or 2 years ago, and that motivation to get them out and take it to the next step?
If I were to offer any kind of piece of advice to anybody starting out, young entrepreneurs, older entrepreneurs, anybody that's hungry and really make some ripples in the world, you really need to get clear focus on your why. Become a servant and not somebody that is just taking or wanting to just make money, right? Like it's cool to make money, but it's even cooler to make a difference.
Yeah.
And so you've got to really buckle down on who it is that you're serving, how you're serving them, and how it's going to impact the world, because it's all about the impact entrepreneur and not a greedy entrepreneur. The money will come as a byproduct of you making an impact on the world. And so you need to strive to make an impact on each and every person that you come into contact with, because that impression will last them a lifetime. And that's what you want to be after, those lasting impressions of yourself. Are you building a legacy or are you building a business, right? I'm building a legacy.
There you go. We're on the same page, my brother. We're on the same page, man. It's all about caring, man, and legacy.
Love it. The legacy is like, the only way of immortality.
For sure, for sure. Anyways, guys, that's Eddie Smith. We'll have all your contacts in the bottom here. Yeah, we'll send you. I get Dylan, my video guy friend. He'll send you a quick email, and we'll get all your contacts put it below, and go from there.
I appreciate it.
Awesome.
It was an honor to have this phone call.
All right, brother. Have a good safe flight, and we'll chat soon.
Thanks, brother. Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Look, we're always reaching for new entrepreneurs. Doesn't matter where you're located. Please send me a message. Love to chat with you guys. Hopefully this one brought you some, hopefully from this one you guys learned a lot. Anyways, guys, leave it at that.